This has been a special place for me over the years, and I've really watched it grow, and that's been wonderful. Panama City Beach was where I did some of my first dives in the ocean, and during that time I would drive past the museum and see the big mine sled and all the other wonderful things they had out in the parking lot, and I would always wonder what's inside. Well, it wasn't too long before I stopped inside and took in this incredible history that they have and that they are taking care of for future generations. And so I knew that if there was going to be a way that I could be involved and help, that's what I wanted to come and do. I'm here with some friends of mine, Greg Lowry, Ben Lowry, and Tim Edlin. It's a special place. We're particularly interested in helping curate the library, make sure that the museum has the best copies of everything. We help Steve and his team understand what they've got. So just keeping in touch with other folks who are passionate about these things, the history of diving and saturation diving, and even wristwatches that my friends and I like to nerd out about. It's all here. This is a really wonderful legacy and full of stories, full of human achievement. So to be a part of lending time to help preserve that is a wonderful thing.
It's definitely an honor to be part of the SeaLab celebration. It's an honor to meet these heroes, these Aquanauts, the crew, the family, everybody that was part of so much history throughout our great country. We're talking guys that were breaking ground in saturation diving in the 1960s. And to have them visit the museum was just amazing. We can't leave out our local heroes as well that are still part of Panama City, have been part of this area forever. Jim McCarthy, Sam Huss, we got Bernie Campoli, Jack Schmidt. I mean, there's so much history just in our own little Bay County. One of the best parts about being here as well is the volunteers that we have at the museum. From the dive school, NDSTC, to NEDU, to just local people that are honored to keep this history alive. It's a great part to see the community and our fellow divers come and just help keep this history alive, because that's the best part about it, keeping history alive.
I've got friends that I'll never forget. I got friends that have passed away that I'll never forget. Barth is one. Barth's a good friend, very good friend. Barry Cannon was a good friend. And I can't name all of them that have passed away.
The youngest of all the divers, and I think the folks that selected me were happy that I was already qualified in submarines, and so they could see further into the future than I could at the time as a young sailor.
I got into diving by simply volunteering to become a deep sea diving officer. When my dad heard that, I never will forget what he told me. He said, "Son, what you lack in sense, you make up in poor judgment." But it set the stage for my life.
Captain Mazzoni at the meeting said to one of my colleagues, "Mike, how would you like to go to diving school?" And this gentleman, Mike, said, "I don't know, Captain, I'll have to think about that." And Captain Mazzoni said, "Wrong effing answer." Of course, I was chomping at the bits, hoping that he would ask me if I wanted to go, but he didn't. And I was really disappointed and went back into the office with the master diver Price and Kenny Conda and Freddie Joler, and they told me, you fill out a special request sheet. You take it up to Mazzoni's office and tell him you want to go to diving school. I said, look, he doesn't like me. He doesn't even say hello to me. Take it up there or we're going to whoop your ass.
Being a Navy diver in the early 60s and 50s, they were big, bodacious divers, no fear, no, you know, they were just grandiose guys.
A civilian U.S. Aquanaut taking part in the nation's most ambitious underwater living experiment to date died today in water 600 feet deep off the Southern California coast.
Barry's death was not done in vain. It was sad, but yet it forced people to put money into it. I repeat, Barry's life was not done, lost in vain. It made the world safe. With the information that we got, we were able to have Reagan in the Cold War because of the information that we selected. And I jokingly say we were spook divers. And that might mean of different connotations to some people, but nobody knew where we were going when we come back and what we were doing. So.
You know, I'm 85. I'm the oldest master around. Good time. Best of friends.
Saturation diving opened up the world for diving. The ability to work underwater was limited to 100, 120 feet before that, and all of a sudden, in less than a decade, we're able to dive to over 1,000 feet, and it made possible much of the offshore oil production that we have today. But the Navy used it for a lot of reasons. And like I say, there is a bond that ties those of us who were Aquanauts in that program together. I don't know. I don't know how to say it. It's just that we are one.